Hey, what's up? This is Chase,
And I'm Nick.
and we are Half the Animal, and we are hanging out with Rob on Front Row Live.
Before you guys formed Half the Animal, there was the first band, Open Air Stereo, and you guys were in high school when that happened, and you guys had a major deal at that time as well. So experiencing all of that and then coming into a new project today, how different is it? Was it a lot easier because of all that experience you guys had, or was it a lot harder?
For me, having all that experience was a great thing. We got, some of it. I don't think any experience is negative. I think that you learn from everything, and it all came out positive. We're happier than we've ever been. Like just releasing our single Babylon, videos coming out soon. Lyric video's already out. It's getting good traction, and we're just pumped, man. I mean, all the years with OAS. I mean, we had a lot of fun doing it, and
It's
now
like a good at least like 10 years, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I think Open Air Stereo was kind of that preparation platform for us to get to where we are now with Half the Animal. We always had something like in us where we were like, we creatively and sonically we wanted to try something else and try something different, and it took a little bit of time, but we really focused hard on creating this EP for Half the Animal. We took a little under 2 years to make 4 songs and just really focused on how we wanted things to sound, and without Open Air Stereo happening, I think that it would have been this Half the Animal thing couldn't happen.
Yeah. Agreed, absolutely.
Now, actually going into the studio to record this upcoming EP, did you guys feel there was a specific thing that you guys would do in the studio, whether it's recording, whether it's writing, that you guys grew a lot on, or is that still something that you guys are struggling with?
I don't know. I think there's always like it's always like day-to-day struggles, but it's nothing like crazy. I mean, I feel like we all know that we were born to do music because we just love it so much, and it's just in our bones. It's just innate for us in a way that we just love to create all the time. Being in the studio is one of our favorite things, but I mean, playing shows like this where it's packed is, I mean, sometimes even better. It just depends on the mood. Like we'd rather be in the studio when we're in the studio, and then we'd rather be on stage when we're on stage.
Right.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun creating the EP too. We got to work with some really special people, some dear friends of ours, Jay Cash, Ammo, Matt Beckley, a lot of really talented songwriters and producers that I think brought out different things in all of us. Definitely brought out a lot of different things that Chase, I think, has wanted to say for a while in all of our songs. Definitely for me as a drummer. There's not a lot of live kit on the EP, but there's a lot of really interesting programming, and when you kind of take that programming to the live setting, it just makes the live setting that much different and cooler and a different kind of experience. So I think the EP lends itself to the live show in 2 separate ways, which is really cool and exciting, I think, for new fans.
Yeah, and like he said, the beautiful thing is like with the programming and everything, it sounds so good on a record, and then live.
And it's horrible live.
No, live it's amazing because he's one of the few that can pull it off live, which helps me be the front man, and just like he said, like I think we were a little bit too young to talk about some of the things and issues and just life happenings when we were doing OAS, and now we've grown up a little bit, and I got to get out a lot that everyone's gonna get to hear on the EP and everything, so it's really cool.
Now transitioning into the new band, do you feel or do you see a lot of your fans from the first band coming into this new project?
Oh yeah, for sure. And now there's even really cool new ones too, so it's a whole. I mean, I think we all got a little animal in us, so they're all our animals, and we're all animals together, and it just keeps growing. We're just stoked. I mean, with every single person that comes in to the family, we're just really happy. We welcome them with open arms,
Now let's go back into the studio with the producers that you guys mentioned. How did each producer really differ as far as their craft?
Yeah, that's a good question. One of the producers, Matt Beckley, has been kind of a mentor to our band since the early Open Air Stereo days. So he knew us since we were 13-year-old kids coming up to his house in LA, with our moms dropping us off at his house. You know what I mean?
13, it's nuts. Yeah,
it's crazy. So we reconnected with him, and he had happened to be working with Ammo and Jay Cash and all these extremely talented writers at the time, and has been for the past couple years. And it was easy because we've known Matt for so long, and he's been such a fan of what we've been doing creatively for so many years. And Jay Cash and Ammo are now new friends of ours, and I think Jay Cash brought a lot of great things out of Chase. in terms of his writing and just improving as a writer and as a human being, you know.
Yeah, I mean, J Cash, like, lyrically got a lot out of me. And it's like, it's a different kind of co-writing than we were used to previously. I mean, these guys are just on a whole new level. And ASAP Ferg. And what's up, bro? And
He's coming tonight too.
yeah. So is Future.
Yeah, he's the first on the list, actually.
Yeah. So it's crazy, like, to have people bring out amazing lyrics that you didn't know that you had in you. They bring that out, and then production-wise, Matt Beckley and Ammo, you know,
Yeah, Ammo,
with
I
Nick.
can't even begin to speak about Ammo because
He's
the guy is
amazing.
the guy's
producer.
like, let me show you my like my third or fourth side project down here deep in the library on my computer, and he pulls it up, and it's like these like crazy, like just epic songs, and you're just
Unreal.
like, dude, like, can we start one of those ideas? Can we start one of these and start one of these? And it just gets everyone excited, you know.
That's crazy. Going back to the writing, did you feel you struggled on a specific song at all, like to get the lyrics that you got out? And if so, what was it that made you struggle?
It wasn't really a struggle. It all kind of came out like soul and brain vomit. You know, it's like, you know, it was like,
You were ready to just get it all out.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I was ready to get it out a long time ago, and all of it correlates to everyone's lives in the band, you know, which is what we always strive to do, because we consider ourselves first and foremost a family.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, no struggle with that, which is great, you know. We smile along the way, have fun, you know. It's like we try everyone's ideas and we get it done.
It's beautiful to have a guy like Cash in the room, though, as you're sussing out your brain and your lyrics and melodies, and he's the perfect guy that'll tell you whether things truly suck or they don't suck, and very honestly.
He's perfect with that. It's like Chase, you need to take a break. That sucks, and then come back later. But he says it in a sarcastic, amazing way, but it's true. And then come back, try something else. It's way more amazing. It's like having people like that are great, not just yes people in the room, you know. So it's
For sure.
Yeah.
Yes, people don't always help.
No, not at all. Yeah.
So the EP has 4 tracks on there. Babylon is the lead track for the EP. Can you break down the other 3 tracks?
Sure. Yeah, we have 3 other songs. So it's called, one of them is called "If You Want My Love." Another one's called "Saturday Night," which we're super big fans of. That'll probably be a follow-up to Babylon.
Almost gives me like a disco vibe.
Yeah, for sure, and it has
Same
that
here.
vibe.
We want that for the
Yeah.
video, actually.
Yeah, it has that vibe. And then a song called "Divided" as well, which is really cool. This kind of epic, you know, ethereal, like 30 Seconds to Mars, like big sounding, cool track that's really fun to play live.
It's different. Divided's more. Can't give away too much, but Divided's more along the sides of, you know, hearts and girls and all that stuff, whereas the other ones have a different feel. So it's cool. Divided definitely stands on its own, but it's still they all have their own color.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I know you guys are hip hop heads, so
Yeah.
did that kind of influence the record at all?
I mean, if I don't know if it influenced me every time we were driving to the studio to blast like anything from Future to The Weeknd and
Run the Jewels to
Jules to ASAP Ferg, ASAP Rocky, you know,
all those
all the
guys.
old stuff too, NWA and everything. Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think in terms of like drum programming, for sure. Like I grew up playing like with my headphones, like playing a hip hop for 5 hours a day, you know, like on the kit, and like stylistically just love watching hip hop drummers and watching people play like that. And so that's always been it's been a big influence for me, for sure. Even if it's programming 808s or different kinds of, you know, program snares and just cool things like that, to have fun with it, kind of correlate to the hip hop world a little bit and tie it into the alternative pop rock side of things, you know, which has been cool.
Now, you guys are doing a one-off show tonight. Any plans for like a tour coming up anytime soon? What are the plans for that?
We definitely we can't divulge the tour actual plan, but this fall we'll definitely be out there.
There's some exciting ones that we're looking at, you know, for sure. So just about finding the right thing. I mean, like, this is all like a process, and this is a new brand. Half the Animal is something that's literally a couple months old since we first like really launched this. Yeah, so
Grew up pretty quick.
it did, yeah.
It subconsciously was growing in
For
our
years.
souls for years, though,
Yeah.
for sure.
And now
Yeah.
we finally put out, you know, the name in one song, and we're just really trying to organically build this thing, you know, behind one song and take it step by step, like left foot, right foot, and do things in the best organic way. So a tour is for sure what we're looking to do this fall, and just figuring out what that's going to be.
Cool. So when Divided possibly turns into a single, which will maybe be 2017. Saturday night will probably be next. But when Divided happens, since you mentioned that's a 30 Seconds to Mars kind of feel, they're coming back in 2017. So maybe we can see some kind of tour with you guys.
Well, we love those boys, so and we love their music and we love everything. So that'd be nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think you and Jared would be like peas in a pod.
I think so too. Yeah. Grow my hair out a little bit, you know. No, I'm just kidding.
Now, lastly, let's tease the fans a little bit about that video that we saw the behind the scenes for. It looks like it's going to be a fun time. But what can you tell us about the actual production of the video?
Well, we did it with Shomi Patwari, who's an amazing guy who's done anyone from Beyonce to A$AP Ferg, A$AP Rocky, Future, Weekend, Belly, and we wanted something different, you know, and I think that he doesn't really do bands, so we wanted the different view and not have it not look just so bandy all the time, and it definitely came out that way. And there's just so many cool different scenes, and there's like a weird party scene, we can say that. There's really great lighting and a lot of fun. Some of our friends and everything, our dear friends, are in it, and it's I don't know. I think it does justice to the song, so we're really excited about it.